Welcome to another video, Body Connection, and today we are breaking down 7 patterns that every human should do. And these 7 patterns are simply the foundation of almost every exercise and every movement that we do in our daily life. And if we train them regularly, we are developing the strength, mobility, coordination, and resilience. And these 7 patterns are the squat, the hinge, push, pull, carry, rotation, and locomotion. And now let's break them down. Today's movement pattern is about rotation. You see, most people train back and forward, but life happens most of the time in rotational movements. When it comes to rotation, if you train it wrong, you don't build strength, you simply build more problems or even lead to more injury, especially the lower back injuries. You see, rotation is not just you twisting your spine, it's your ability of your body to produce force from the ground into your hips, into your upper body. When you're done right, you will build the power. If you do it wrong, you will simply overload your lower back. And the biggest mistake that normally people do is simply to rotate from the lower back. And the real rotation, like we say, happens from your feet into your hips, into your thoracic spine. And then the lower back in this way will stay protected. So the first, we're going to divide this in 5 different stages. Stage number 1 is going to be simply ability for you to understand the control. It means once you understand the control, before you adding any load, you want to understand where the rotation comes from so that you know how to control it. Okay, so the first move, we're going to go into all 4 in quadruped position, and from this position, we're simply gonna do the T-spine rotation, and you will see that for most people, if you never train this movement, if you're stiff, so from here, we're going to all 4, we're gonna simply place the hand here, going down, stretching, and then opening, 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 and coming back. You will see in the beginning, when you perform the move, you cannot go too far away. The more you press, the more you stretch, the more you open, the more interest will come. In every movement, you want to understand how to control the movement. And then same thing you will do on the other side. So you're into all 4, you rotate your hands inward, your elbows, you push away the floor, then hand is on the top of your head, you go down, you stretch, you open, you press, 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 and back. And then we repeat this from 3 to 5 times. You will see that once you open, you want to be able to push, keep pushing, and really try to open as far as you can and stand back. And now you slowly start understanding where the rotation comes from, because the whole point here is to be able to separate when it comes, rotation comes from the hips or when it comes for your spine, because then you will move more with tension and more with control. Now the second move, we're simply gonna go laying down, and we're gonna go with the laying down side, and we're gonna simply try to rotate. You see, again, to understand the movement, I'm gonna be here, and then from here I wanna open the open book, and then all the way open on the side, and then come back. Now here, obviously, I'm gonna try to step also on this side to show a little bit better. So if I'm here, okay, what I wanna do from here, okay, I wanna first place my hand down on the floor, go a little bit further, okay, and then open my thoracic spine. You see, most of the time, if you stick, you will stay here, and then you will feel how difficult it becomes to move. You simply wanna breathe, 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 and relax, and then go back to the movement. Every movement that you want to do, you see, you want to be able to control. And again, we're going with few repetitions on one side and few repetitions on the other. When you combine the breathing, you will see how the movement becomes easy. Now, obviously in these simple movements, you understand where it comes from, in this case from the spine. Movement number 3, again, for you to simply understand the movement, is simply to work on the seated rotation, okay? Seated and control rotation. So let's say that we're gonna sit in this position, And then from here, again, I want to simply be able to stay up tall, right? Rotate, and then feel the spine and come back in the front. Place one hand backward, add rotation, and come back. And obviously, if you never train this in the beginning, you will not be able to twist so much, but the more you practice, the more easy it becomes. Here, same thing like before, everything needs to be controlled. It's not you just moving around. Understand where is your limit. Obviously, sometimes the hip's gonna go left and right. You wanna be able to fix everything. Raise your chest up and then slowly twist. Then movement number 4, again, is gonna be about hips. We're gonna go with 90 rotation. So simply, in the first stage, when we wanna learn the control, we wanna simply be able to understand where the movement, or actually where the rotation come from. You see now rotation come from the hips, not from the spine, back in the middle and down. And obviously, yes, we have many different ways to then obviously make it harder, make it more easy, but the idea is simply to understand the control. Okay, now that we understand stage number 1 and we have the control, we want to make stage number 2, we want to do the integration. It means we simply want to integrate now the rotation into the full body movement. It means this is now your body ability, obviously, to work as a unit, to work all together. And the first move that we're going to do is going to be the world greatest stretch. So we're going into the movement from here. We're placing a leg forward. Then we're stepping slightly forward. We want to open, okay? And then once we fully open, we want to be able to go all the way down as much as we can, twist all the way, rotate, and come all the way back. Nice. Back all the way and down. You see, now you start integrating the rotation into the movement. And obviously, it's not about us trying to do many reps, it's simply to show you the way how the steps are working, and back again. So I'm in the position, stepping, opening, so I can open the hip, and the movement in this case will happen, you see, from the spine, my thoracic spine. I'm rotating, going all the way down, opening, and back. Now, the second movement is pretty similar. We're gonna go into a lunge with rotation. So lunge with rotation, we can do it from the floor or even standing. It's simply stepping into the movement, stepping, standing. Now we have the weight here. So I'm gonna do stepping, standing, and rotating. So it's pretty similar to what we did before, but the rotation is out from the upper side. And then the same thing will be in moving in the opposite direction. So again, from here, I wanna be able to step forward, tap, rotate, and come all the way up. Obviously, I can also step from here, 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 up, press, 2, 3, up. Now, when it comes to move number 3, in this way, we want to do the seated, or even, so the seated we don't have, we're going to use the ball example. But again, same thing. We want to sit, keep the hips up, keep the chest up, and then from here, simply start using rotation and back. So I can also keep my hands here. So combine breathing. See, normally if I want to twist, the knees want to collapse inward. I want to keep my chest in and then slowly and come back. Most of these movements are very easy to make, but obviously it's something that you build with the time. And then to finish, we're simply gonna do move number 4. That is gonna be standing and crossing the body reach. There is nothing else than stretching the shoulders. So from here all the way, we're still gonna have rotation, because once when I press my hand here, you see the body will rotate. But again, this is simply rotation, integrating into the movement. And then here, the whole goal for you is not only to twist, but simply to connect with your body and to work as a unit. Now, We're going into the third stage. So first we have a control, then we learn how to go in integration. Now we learn on anti-rotation, and this is where most people skip. You see, before we produce any kind of rotation, obviously we want to understand to have a possibility of the body to simply hold and work against the resistance. Now the first movement for us is going to be simply a paleo press, and then here we're simply going to use the band. We can use standing, we can use it on the knee, and then from here you see the reason why it's called the anti-rotation, because I need to be able, right, to keep everything tight, to keep my core tight, the whole body, so I don't let the band pull me on the side. So it means my body, my whole body will try to work together simply to resist this pull of the band and to make me work. It's a really powerful way of doing it. Then we can also use the body weight. It means when we go on the floor, we simply go with the plank and we go with the shoulder tap. Again, from here, once I have a strong position, I simply want to raise my hand, place it back, raise my hand, place it back. Now obviously the hips would like to go left and right. You have to be able to simply work against without twisting your side. Here, touch and back. And again, you see, the moment you go into the movement, the core, if you're not able to hold, wanna counterbalance and obviously go into the wrong direction. This is once when you contract, the opposite side will work simply to keep you stable and together. Obviously, when you do this type of movements, don't go fast. It means you're on the floor, you wanna press the floor. Once when you open, squeeze, stabilize everything, lift, press, and back. Same, lift, you wanna be able to do one small movement, hold, 1, 2, 3, and then back. And again, when it comes to anti-rotation, here also we have another simple movement that is a dead bug. Dead bug is another powerful movement that we use, especially in the beginning where people want to learn how to work with the opposite side of the core. Here, what we want to do, we simply want to first thing, brace the core, so the ability of engaging the core, okay, and bracing the lower back completely flat on the ground so that when we extend the leg, when we extend the arm, the body doesn't collapse and the lower back is protected. Now from here, once we have that, we're going the opposite direction. 1, 2, 3, back and stop. Opposite, 2, 3, and back. Most of the time, when people do this movement, you will see that coordination is not very aligned. The moment you move, this hand want to go down, the leg want to go down. So this is why we use it, especially in the beginning, to build a nice connection. And again, you will see it. The moment when you extend one leg and then you extend the opposite hand, the core have to completely stabilize and work together. Everything, the whole body need to stabilize and work together. Then from here, once when you have a simply movement on the dead bug, we will go with the farmer carry or the farmer walks. Again, nothing else than simply taking 2 dumbbells, 2 kettlebells, 2 weights, and simply walk. Because again, the goal here is to don't let the body twist, don't let the body rotate. You really want to be able to control everything. Because now, once we have this, we want to have the control first, and then we can move. Without control, movement doesn't happen. And then again, we can use a single, we can use the both. The more we walk, the more we go, the body will protect itself so it doesn't slide. So this will be the ability for you, for example, to work on simply movement for anti-rotation. So here we're going into stage number 4, and now stage number 4 is all about strength. It means now that we build a strength through rotation under control, and we are not forcing the movement, right? But we are guiding the movement. We are guiding the control of the movement. And the first movement, for example, we can use the cable wood chopper. Now we don't have a cable, we have the band. You can do it from the side, you can do it from up to down, you can do it from down to up. I'm simply gonna do the side one. So let's say that I'm here. We said that rotation happened, right? Once when you have rotation, it happens from the feet first. So the feet are the one who producing the force, then from the hips, and then I will engage and rotate, right, with my whole body, my upper body. So feet, hips, rotation, and back. Now obviously in basal, where you have the cables, this is direction that the muscle fibers will go from one side for the opposite side. Now, you will see many people doing this type of movements, but don't think that the force have to happen from the feet, then from the hips, and then obviously from your upper body. But the whole point here is to protect your lower back. This is why, because if I will simply stay in the position and simply try to rotate, I risk to use my lower back. And if I have a load, I don't understand the movement, it can be pretty dangerous, obviously. Now the second thing will be the band rotation. That is nothing else than the same thing we did now. And with the bands we have opposite, we can also use a thicker band, obviously, to make it more challenging. But the difference is that once when you pull, the band will be a little bit more aggressive to pull you backward. So obviously choose the band that normally challenging. On exercise number 2, we can use, actually number 3, we can use the kettlebell rotation. So with the kettlebell rotation, we have different ways. We can be on the kneeling position, for example, and from here, I can simply push and bring it back. You see, I'm using rotation all the way upward and back. So similar, right, will be same with the cables. If I will use the cables, the wood chopper, and I place the cables down, I can simply bend and press and pulling all the way back. But what we're doing on a kneeling position, this is the place, this is the feet that I use stability. Once when you have this, you see I need to rotate my hand inward. This is the guiding hand. I want to press up, slowly control, push, slowly control. And this is also very powerful movement that you can use when it comes to building strength in rotation. And then once when you have this, we can also implement, for example, the dynamic movement, where we simply can also use rotation into the opposite movements. So let's say that I want to do a lunge or even a squat. I can go into the movement and I simply rotate and back, rotate and back. I can use one hand, you see, but obviously the goal is to be able to rotate. I can also do it from up to down, from up to down. Obviously I decide in base of the way that I can control how I want to perform the movement. So now that we have the first ability to control, to understand where everything comes from, where rotation comes from, then we start using integration into simply movement. Then we go with anti-rotational movement to be able to resist this load, right, that try to pull us on the side. Then once we have that, we add strain. After that, we can add number 5, that is power. Okay, so when it comes to power, it's a very athletic way of using. So many times, for example, you will see people in the gym that throwing a medical ball and simply using rotation to express this power. This is also very powerful and nice way. So it become one of my favorite movements when it comes to using rotation. And in the last few years, rotation become one of my must do in my workout. And it's simply beautiful to play with any kind of weight that you have, any kind of angle too. So choose what you like, choose even what you don't like, but build it up, okay? Now, for example, when it comes to rotation, this is how it's gonna look with the ball. Again, first I need to create stability, right? I wanna slightly bend, I wanna slightly hinge. Now here, I'm stable, right? And I know that the whole power, the whole force start from my feet, right? If you do kickboxing, Muay Thai, Tai Chi, or what, the feet are the first contact to your ground. You generate the power from the whole body, right? So the feet are stable, the feet are ready. Once when I have the feet, I will use the feet, then, let me show you this side. Then, once when I'm here, I'm stable, I'm able to move. I wanna go from feet to my hips, into my hand and back, into my hand and back, into my hand and back. Tap, 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 rotation, tap. You see, I don't just swing around and take the ball. I wanna be able to engage, produce the force, take, produce the force and take. And all the time when I'm performing this movement, my core is constantly active. I'm not putting my lower back first. Very nice, powerful movement, and there is so many ways for you to throw the ball. You can do also the antagonist when you go on one side, alternate another side, one side. It's really good way. Now that we have this, we simply also can use the rotational jumps. Similar move to what we did now, but just adding jumping. Okay, so I can use the lunge. Once I have the lunge, I can jump, smash the ball, jump, smash the ball, change from switching lunges from here, jump the ball, take the ball. I can do it down on the floor with rotation, many different ways. Then it's really nice that you can play with the movement. Once you have the movement, you can use a different variation. But obviously, the most important part for you to understand is rotation is not about how much you can lift. It's not about how much you can twist. Okay, simply be able to have control and be able to transfer this force into your whole body. So it means when you want to build it step by step, first you're going to go with control, then you're going to go with integration, then you're going to work through stability, then you're going to work with strength, and in the end you're going to add some power. So if you want to understand more of your body beyond simply basic workouts, you will have to move more with intention. And it's very important to understand why there is so many different movement patterns. Now obviously I'm simply sharing some of the movements that you can do. There are infinite numbers of movements that you can implement. Find what you like, find what works for you, and simply keep with that. Thank you, and I see you in the next one.